Finding two numbers given their product and sum. Find two numbers whose product is 12 and sum to 7. 12 and 1 multiply to 12, but they don't sum to 7. 2 is a factor of 12. 2 and 6 multiply to 12, but they don't sum to 7. 3 is a factor of 12. 3 and 4 multiply to 12, and they sum to 7. So we have found the required numbers 4 and 3. For our next example, find two numbers whose product is 9 and sum to 6. 9 and 1 multiply to 9, but they don't sum to 6. 2 is not a factor of 9, but 3 is. 3 and 3 multiply to 9, and they sum to 6. So we have found the required numbers 3 and 3. For our next example, find two numbers whose product is 48 and sum to negative 19. Since the product is positive, both numbers have the same sign. And since their sum is negative, they are both negative. Negative 48 and negative 1 multiply to positive 48, but they don't sum to negative 19. 2 is a factor of 48. Negative 2 and negative 24 multiply to positive 48, but they don't sum to negative 19. 3 is a factor of 48. Negative 3 and negative 16 multiply to positive 48, and they sum to negative 19. So we have found the required numbers negative 16 and negative 3. For our next example, find two numbers whose product is negative 18 and sum to positive 3. Since the product is negative, the numbers have different signs, and since their sum is positive, the number having the larger magnitude is positive. Positive 18 and negative 1 multiply to negative 18, but they don't sum to positive 3. 2 is a factor of 18. Negative 2 and positive 9 multiply to negative 18, but they don't sum to positive 3. 3 is a factor of 18. Negative 3 and positive 6 multiply to negative 18, and they sum to positive 3. So we have found the required numbers positive 6 and negative 3. For our next example, find two numbers whose product is negative 12 and sum to negative 1. Since the product is negative, the numbers have different signs, and since their sum is negative, the number having the larger magnitude is negative. Negative 12 and positive 1 multiply to negative 12, but they don't sum to negative 1. 2 is a factor of 12. Positive 2 and negative 6 multiply to negative 12, but they don't sum to negative 1. 3 is a factor of 12. Positive 3 and negative 4 multiply to negative 12, and they sum to negative 1. So we have found the required numbers negative 4 and positive 3.